Boys, I have crawled back into the proverbial womb. I have decided to go back to playing some Pokemon. It's been well over a decade since I have. I've never done one of these, but I saw some of these on YouTube. It's a Nuzlocke, so you play Pokemon like it's normal, except if you have a Pokemon and it dies, then you just treat it like it's dead, and you can only like catch one Pokemon per route. So I thought that's kind of interesting. So we're breaking the fourth wall for a hot minute here before we get into the video. I got the battle mode on set. I decided not at first, but pretty quickly after the second gym that I'm going to use rare candies because grinding is awful. I also decided to fight all trainers in a gym, and I've seen other people do this, and I didn't love it where like they get to the Elite Four and then people like level their Pokemon to be the Elite Four champions, like ace level. I think that's pretty boring and dumb because then the first few guys in the Elite Four are like pretty easy to get. So it's not challenged, so I didn't do that. Also, I don't like setup moves where you just sweep a team because I think that's really boring, so I didn't do that either. So that's kind of all the rules there. I know some people don't like rare candies or whatever, but grinding is not fun. Anyways, and then when I was a kid, I only had Pokemon Sapphire, so I played Sapphire a lot, and Emerald is very different. It's like kind of hard. You'll see in the video, but we did not have a great time with this game, but still, I thought it was kind of interesting, and I wanted to do something a little different with Nuzlocke. Hopefully that goes okay. Otherwise, it could be cringe and gay. Oh, and another rule was that if I enter a gym, like fight all the trainers in the gym and try to do as many trainer battles as possible. I didn't like hunt down all of the trainers on like water routes because I don't know, whatever. But in a gym, I made sure to fight and defeat all the trainers before I went to the gym leader. And so this is my first time kind of recording stuff like this, and I recorded some of the earlier clips with the game music going on in the background. So that's my mistake. So when I have a reaction to something, the game music is going on. Sorry about that. That's annoying. If I do more of these or just more video game content, it'll be better, but we'll get there. Pokemon training, it was never for me. I was just a gambler, wasting my life at roulette, at the slots, whatever. Sometimes I'd win. I'd usually lose, but sometimes I'd win and I'd just go for one more pull. You know what I mean? I was just a degenerate gambler. I was a nobody, a nothing. I had nobody in this life, and nobody needed me, and I was just fine. But after a while, year after year, pull after pull, it drains on you, you know? Every time you put a coin in the slot, you lose a little piece of yourself. I was just wasting my life. And like I'd seen Pokemon trainers before, I'd seen them, their Pokemon. It's like, that's not for me. That's not my life. But, you know, the idea, it would always come back to me, you know, like. And one day, after another bad loss at the game corner, like, I hate the people that just walk in that place, and they always walk in with the wrong attitude, you know. They always walk in with the wrong attitude, and they never learn. They never learn how you're supposed to really behave in a place like that. I was cutting through an alleyway to go home after a long night, and I saw a Pokemon there, you know, a little guy. I never wanted to be a trainer or anything. I didn't see anyone around, so I guess he didn't have a trainer or nothing. And they looked hungry, so I thought, you know, I'm a decent guy. I'll do the right thing. I spent the last couple $Poké I had to get the little fella some food, right? Better than wasting it chasing bad money with good. You know what I mean? And I just sat with the little fella for a while. And this idea, it just kept gnawing in my head that maybe this is what I need to change in my life, you know? Just to break up the monotony of it all, maybe I could try being like the Pokemon Grand Champion, right? Like me and my little buddy Minum here. Maybe we could do it. And Minum, they didn't have nothing, you know. I've seen Minum and their family in Mallville before, just hungry and tired. So I thought the idea came from me that I could do something right for once in my life. I could do something right and help out Minum and their family and their friends, and give them a good life. You know, win enough money by being the league champion so that they can have a decent life. And if I made a little gambling money for me, that wouldn't go unwanted. So I decided that's what I was going to do. Me and Minum. And I asked Minum if that's what they wanted, and they said yes. So after that, it was a pretty simple process. We had to go down and go meet some dumbass professor to go get Pokeballs and like a Pokedex and shit. But once we did all that, I got some Pokeballs and we were ready to start our adventure. Like, did we have a shot? You know, a degenerate gambler and a little Minum. But the way Minum looked at me, you know, all hopeful, expecting me to, you know, not be a piece of shit for once in my life, I thought, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta step up here and now and do what I can for this little guy. And I named my Minum Melody, and we began our journey. Oh, I don't know if you boys knew this, but if you happened to catch a Minum in the wild, which I definitely did right outside the starting city, it starts at level 3, and it doesn't have an attacking move. It only gets an attacking move at level 10, and that's Quick Attack. So maybe keep that in mind if you're going to do a Nuzlocke with a Minum as your starter, because yeah, it doesn't get an attacking move for a while. So I needed to catch some new Pokemon, so I ended up getting Poochyena. I named this little fellow Rabid Dog. I really think that this little guy should have been called Coyote, but I looked it up in the Wikipedia. Their name is Rabid Dog and not Coyote. Seems stupid. I also got a Lotad. I named this one Palm, and at least the Poochyena and Lotad had attacking moves. But yeah, as you can see, Minum, as you can see, Melody, no attacking moves, just growl. So it was a lot of switching, a lot of back and forth. It was a rough beginning, but I used my boy Rabid Dog to attack. Crit. Holy shit! This thing apparently doesn't want to bite till level 13. We're fucked. Fuck you, youngster Alan, you piece of shit, you motherfucker. Faggot. But the thing with being a gambler is, and I know this all too well from experience, eventually your luck runs out. You put a coin in the slots and they go and go and go around and it doesn't come up your day. But I decided I was going to risk it. You know, I'm like, oh, that's a crit. What are the odds that it kills Rabid Dog here? Turns out very good, but that's just unfortunate. That's some invoking Shadow Beast shit right there. That's really unfortunate, Rabid Dog. He didn't make it to Petalburg City. Holy fuck. We just lost Rabid Dog. How am I gonna pay all these gambling debts now? Holy shit. How did we lose Rabid Dog grinding? He wasn't very good. Alright, Rabid Dog. Wish you didn't suck so much. He was never really a member of this team, so we'll have to move on. We got Melody, we got Palm, you know, all about women, all that shit. Yeah. We got this. No more fighting Poochyenas, okay? That's a new fucking rule. No more Poochyena fights. Got a Wingull next. Named that one Baze. And then we got a Talo. I named this one Mito. So we were building our roster back up again. It wasn't easy, but we had already lost a Pokemon before the first gym. And Palm evolved in a Lombre, so that was good. We also got a Whimsir named Toto. And then we were on a Roxanne. Base took out the first Geodude very easily. Yeah, and this was just a takedown. Palm, this is it. Gotta go. That's it. But eventually it worked. There's no fucking way that just happened. Oh my fucking god. What the hell was that? What the fuck was that? No. 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 It's not funny. What the fuck is Bide? That's a weak move. Well, we just lost another one. Bide. Bide. Apparently that's a good move. Goodbye to Palm. Unfortunate. And we got a Tentacool named Asta. Alright. Abra's gone. That sucks. That sucks. And then we are on to Brawly. And I sent out Mito first. Mito destroyed the first two. So I was feeling pretty confident for myself. And then a singular vital throw ended Talo. That was bad. And I had to send up buys to sweep it up. So we lost another one. We got a Magikarp though. And yeah. Not so good so far. But I decided from this point on, after I lose little Toto here, that we were going to use rare candies to grind, because otherwise I just find it too tedious to make sure that everyone's like up at a decent level. So there you go. We lost to some fucking freaks in this museum. I don't know what the hell they want. I'm just a degenerate gambler. So then we got an Electrolyte named Killua, and we fought our fucking rival again. Beat her, stomped her this time. No more Bide. No more Bide shit. So yeah, I felt okay here. We got a little Illumise piece of crap. And then I was back at the game corner. I know I shouldn't be here. I promised Minum I was going to put this life behind me. I had to go in and just say hello to everybody. How's everyone doing? You know, just play a couple rounds, right? Like, what's the big deal? But, this life, I can't just keep going back to it, you know, as tempting as it is. It was nice to be home for a few days, and it was a good idea on my part to grind here, because we absolutely needed the Thunderbolt TM to have a chance against Watson, because we don't really have anything effective against Electric at this point. We have literally nothing that's effective against Electric. So yeah, that was the plan, to grind for Thunderbolt for Melody, because otherwise she really doesn't get like any other moves except like Thunder at level 50 or something. So yeah. So I just went into the game corner, said hello to my people, like found my favorite spot, and let the grinding begin. I was used to it, you know, I was ready for that life. But you spend so long winning that it just stops being fun. You need like the thrill of really putting it on the line, not just sitting, you know, and pulling a little lever over and over again, right? You really need to get out there. Not that I was looking forward to Pokemon dying, but if it happens, it happens. I had made my promise to Melody, and I aim to keep it. But I couldn't waste any more time on the slots, and I had to go and face Watson. I started with Melody against Voltorb, because Melody, you know, resists all the electric moves. So I thought that was a decent idea. And I took out the first two. And then I had the Magneton, and it was just kind of a grudge match against me and Magneton. But eventually we got it. And then here came Manectric, and I realized we were in a really bad spot. So I sent out Asta, and we went a little back and forth for a while. And finally, after just doing some switching around, this and that, we ended up getting it. No one died. We got a normal next named Moral. Also got a coughing named Kurapika. So that's good. And a Spinda that we named Pakunoda. So 3 new guys, but we won't need them, right? Oh, and a Swablu named Machi. And a Zubat named Gon. And then we were fighting some guys on a mountain. We send out Numel. Numel just beat the shit out of everyone. So that was really good. I really liked this guy. I really hope he sticks around. But as you can see, it just kind of went bad there. Then we got a Machop named Knuckle. And then after that, we are on to Flannery. You know, we're not really wasting any time here. And Baze is a Palliper. Just, you know, Water Gun's a good move. But I was a little worried. Like, I remembered that she had a Torkoal, and the Torkoal was really good when, like, the sun was out. So I was kind of concerned. But I'm like, I don't know. We're doing really good so far. But I'm like, sunny day, that makes Water Gun not effective. So I thought we were in a lot of trouble. And I decided to do some switching around, which maybe wasn't my best idea because I sent out Killua. And Killua is like, all right, 30 damage, that's not so bad. Jesus Christ. And that wasn't the end of it. That wasn't the end of it, because then I got scared again because like the sun was out, so I sent out Machi, and then back to Knuckle, and then... No. We just wasted so much time trying to fucking kill him. So I should not have used as much switching as I did. That absolutely fucked me up. But eventually we got it. Then we got a Sandshrew named Leorio. But we've lost 7 guys, but then we're on Petalburg. I'm not worried. It just sort of stands to once. Slash again, pal. We're faster. No. Let's see, that did 46 damage. We are in trouble. Huh. What are we doing here? Machi, my girl? Machi. That's a crit. Alright, we may have lost Machi there. So, we weren't doing great here against a fucking Zangoose, because this is the one-hit KO room. I thought it was going to be like Sheer Cold and Horn Drill, but it's a Zangoose with a high crit chance. So, we lose. You could be useful against a Slack Off for a Slacking, right? Rats? Maybe Rats knows it's not Base doesn't know you. Rats! Oh, my girl! Okay, light. Which will not help fighting. Oh, that's dumb. We've gambled too much. We've gambled too far. Melody, you're quick on your feet. You're fast. Thunderbolt. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. But then against Vigoroth, we had Ponzu, and this also did not go super well. We lost Ponzu. That was to be expected. You know, that's why she's here, right? That is why Ponzu was here for the one-hit KO room. We didn't know what was going to happen exactly, but we had a feeling, right? Surely not Asta. Now things are bad. That was a crit, right? We're faster, and he got crit last time. He got 2 crits in a row. Okay. Well, stuff like that is bound to happen every once in a while. Can my girl Melody sweep it up? So we've lost 4 Pokemon to Norman's gym, guys. We haven't even gotten to Norman, but 4 have died here. It said one-hit KO room. I wasn't worried. Oh my god, not fucking 2 more. Holy shit. How do you think Nurse Joy feels seeing me walk in, you know, like, hey, 2 more to drop off, and then everyone's just sitting in the fucking box terrified?
Please, I ain't supposed to be here. Not me.
I ain't gonna count to 3. I'm not even gonna count to 1. You will shut the fuck up or I'll sing you a lullaby. Son of a bitch.
So we had trouble with some of the minor goons, but this is gonna be a fucking cakewalk. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, a Spinda. Well, here's my Spinda, and it's 3 levels higher. Dizzy punch this bitch. There you go. That was pretty good. Oh, he's a fucking moron. We got this. We saw it. That didn't do much. Sure, everyone else has hyper potions. We can't buy those, but everyone else has hyper potions. Look at that. All right, no more shit talking Pakunoda. All right, you've earned a spot on this team. Slacking. That's not good. Hypnosis? Holy fuck. Holy shit. Why did that do so much? Then after that, I'm like, okay, I know I can use like protect to like stall it out. So I'm like, I got poison at first, and then I just did like protect spams on the terms where it's not loafing around. And the rest of the fight was okay-ish. I was still kind of worried about Vigoroths. So yeah, I maybe wasn't playing as good as I should have, and I freaked out when they got the crit. So I sent in Golbat and back to Leorio, and we're gonna see what it's gonna do. We sent out Gone, and then yeah, we lost Gone there. So that's Golbat down, but Melody was able to finish out the gym for us. So there you go. That's our girl Melody. Two more dead. 6. We lost 6 Mons at one gym. And then we got a Magnemite from New Mallville that we named Goto, and a Zigzagoon that we named Tanpa after myself. We had one earlier in the box that was just for HMs. Then we were fighting some trainers, totally normal. We had Goto, we had Leorio, lost Goto, but then we got an Oddish named Hisoka. Oh, and then this was after Fortress City, and it seemed like, girl, we're doing okay. We should probably get Tampa out of here. So we brought in Leorio, and then I'm like, okay, I think we can stay in. This is like, okay, Then there goes Kurapika, but we got a Meryl afterwards. We named Kite, so that one will definitely stick around. And then we were on to the gym leader, and it was going okay, not like horrible. We had some flyers, so I was feeling okay. Baze was doing fine. Yeah, it was just kind of a little grudge match back and forth. We had Melody, so I was feeling pretty good. The Altaria made me feel less good. So we were sent in Kite because Kite had rollout. I didn't know that rollout meant that you can swap Pokemon, but I'm stupid, so that's what happened there. Then we had a lot more switching, and then we sent in Tanpa, and just a lot of mistakes were made. We ended up losing Hisoka for really no reason, but we were able to finally finish it. And then back to Melody to finish it off the Skymery. We had a bad time here. We got a Shuppet and a Rhyhorn next, though, so that was okay. Hina, a Biscuit. We also got a Wailmer and a Vulpix, but then we were going into the Fiery Path to like go after Team Magma guys or whatever. We ran into a Graveler, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'd like this to be my encounter. You know what I mean? Turns out Wild Gravelers will use self-destruct even if they're at full health. So we lose Pelipper here, and that sucks. And then after that, we were fighting Maxi, and that was going fine. We had Melody, so it was going okay. If Pelipper was alive, we'd be doing a lot better. But we lose Tanpa here because I'm just really afraid to send anything in against Camerupt. But Hina could finish it. But then there's Crobat, so I'm a little worried about Crobat. But we got Melody. And Melody's able to finish the job. So, unfortunate. Oh, but then we ran into an issue with this Wobbuffet because apparently Wobbuffet has the move Destiny Bond, and it also has this ability called Shadow Tag, so you can't switch out, so you're stuck. So I wasn't smart here. We 100% could have avoided it, but I ended up losing Wailord, and then we were at the Psychic Gym, and this was not going great so far. We had Gyarados and Sandslash, and we just lose. No way. No fucking way, dude. Oh, damn it. I really wanted him to make it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think it's Biscuit. I think Biscuit can tank some shit. Yeah? Biscuit's powerful. That did nothing! Why did that do so little? Is Surf glitched? What? What? Why did it do so bad? Summary. This guy's a good attack, a very bad special attack. I guess this is special? I feel like I should have done more. Biscuit, Rock Blast, Bite, maybe? That won't kill.
That, see, holy fuck. Yeah, we've lost a few mons so far. It ain't looking great, but I think we should be able to clean it up with Hina, with Pariston. I probably, could have played a lot better here, but yeah, it has not gone super. Kind of wish Pariston had died instead of, literally everyone else, but we lost 3 Pokemon so fast. And then we had another double battle crap thing, and that's going okay. Pariston's doing okay with Surf. I probably brought, the bad Pokemon because I have a fucking Kelcleon with me, but we're running out of options at this point, so I'm like, go Kelcleon. You're one of the few that we have left. And we're doing okay, this Kelcleon's doing, fine, not great. I probably should have swapped out earlier because of all those Intimidates, but it's still getting, crits and everything, so it's fine. We go back to Pariston, and, it used Mean Look. I really wasn't paying attention, and it used Mean Look, so we couldn't escape. So Pariston is locked in, but Pariston's at full health. So I feel okay, right? I feel okay, but we're confused. We're hitting ourselves, and then we're also not doing a lot of damage, and now we're getting hit a lot. We are hitting ourselves. We can't switch out because of the Mean Look, and unfortunately, but predictably, there goes Gyarados. But hey, we got Kelcleon, right? Kelcleon's going to make it, right? I hope, right? And we're able to finish the fight. Then we got a Chinchou afterwards named Neon, a Spheal named Maluki. I really like Spheal, so I was happy about that one. Walreign's a beast. Then after Maluki, we also got a Sableye named Shizuki, which I wasn't really excited for, but we kind of need everybody. And a Claydol that is not very good. Claydol doesn't seem to be a good Pokemon at all. I don't know, but we got one. We named it Kikyu. And then we were fighting the 8th gym leader. There was some shit with legendaries going on. You don't care about that. So Melody beats the shit out of Love Disc. Boom, got him. Wishcast, that's a problem. We cannot physically hit that dude. So I'm like, who do we got? Who do we realistically have that we can send in here? And I'm guessing Neon. Neon was a mistake. I should not have sent in Neon. That was really bad. That's my fault. That's really my fault. I'm like, it can't be Melody. So I'm like, I guess Sableye, right? And Sableye can use Shadow Ball, and we can do okay. And I'm a gambler here, so I'm like, no, Sableye, you will stay in. Because we're lowering the special defense as well, and we don't hit ourselves in confusion. So, yeah, go Sableye. I probably should have just killed Wishcash there, but I didn't. I went for Kelcleon. Kelcleon finished it. And then we had Isilio, but Melody's able to finish that relatively easily. We're a little low, and then Crawdon came out. We can take out Crawdon, no problem. But then here's Kingdra. And Kingdra's a big problem. So we send out Hina to do some feint attacks because feint attack can't miss. Because why does everything have setup moves in this game? Everything has double teams and sword dances and all this crap. And I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't Sapphire at all. And we're in a lot of trouble at this point. So I'm debating using Curse. And I ultimately decide to use Curse because I think this guy sweeps our team. Look at our team. No one was going to beat Kingdra like this. So maybe that was a mistake, but that's what I did. Maybe sending out Shizuki was bad. I definitely should have gone for Shadow Ball and not Fake Out here. We make a lot of mistakes when we play this game. But I decided that Sableye was going to be the best option just because, if I sent out LaRue, the Ninetales, then, one Hydro Pump, one Surf, because I didn't, look up movesets before, really. So I was just really concerned that it would just go, Surf, and then there goes Ninetales. So I'd rather kind of lose some of the less impressive Mons. like Melorion. And Melorion is not really impressive. And at this point, it's like, I'm not really wanting to risk it because he keeps using rest. But I'm like, okay, I guess I'll send in Luru. I probably should have just stuck with Melorion here. But I don't know. I thought, yeah. I mean, Luru's got decent special attack. We miss here, which is a shame because then it uses rest again. It does that a lot. And I decided I don't want to risk it anymore. We're not doing enough damage. And I'm just really scared of it just waking up and then taking out Luru. So we go back to Melorion. Maybe it could have been prevented if Ninetales was in, but Kelkion's not like a good Pokemon, so I'm not like that concerned about it. And with Melody, I was just so afraid that it would just die to anything. So, yeah. We're able to take out Kingdra, though, so that's something, I guess. We lost another 4 Pokemon here. We've killed 27 of our friends so far. 27 Pokemon have died. I didn't think it would go this bad, but it has. I'm a gambler, and I'm not a very good one. This is who we have left. We had to go catch so many Pokemon after this. We got a Staryu named Neferpito. We fished for that with a rod outside Lily Cove City. And then we went to Victory Road. We ran into this little retard Wally. And we got some new mons at this point. We have a Walrein now from Maluki. He is great. I'm really happy with that. That was a good choice by me. And he's very strong and powerful. And bulky. Like really, really bulky. I kind of wish I'd used this guy earlier. Maybe he would have been good at the 8th gym. Just because he can like resist at least like all the water stuff, and he's like bulky enough to maybe he just like powers through. Maybe that would have been good instead of like a Kelkleon. But Ninetales also a great addition, and we don't really have any issue with Wally's guys. Unfortunately, after this we encounter a Leyron, and we have 1 Master Ball, and we have like almost no encounters left that we can get, and we have barely enough Pokemon. I didn't know that Leyron had Roar. I should have just tossed the Master Ball to make sure we get it, because then we just lose the Leyron, and then that's over. So we get a Jigglypuff that we named UP, right? And then after that, I got back to the game corner, I decided to live it up for nostalgia's sake. I'm just throwing my money away. I'm scared. I admit I'm scared. I got everything riding on this. Melody's counting on me. And if I blow it, then it's all over. I'm just the loser I was before it all. I'm just afraid I'm going to let everyone down, because like when I was a loser before, it was fine. I was the only one that I let down, and now I got people counting on me. But, you win a few jackpots, but ultimately it doesn't mean anything. Like win, lose, or draw, my fights out there have meant more to me than a lifetime in the game corner. So I decided it's time to ship up, get some new items for my guys. There's a magnet in like the trick room, like level 6, but you have like these quizzes and crap, and some of them are like impossible to do. So I eventually found a guide and looked up a guide because it was just such bullshit. But I ended up getting a magnet for Melody after wasting like probably 30 minutes here. I go get a charcoal for Luru. I have a Chesto Berry for Walrein because I teach Walrein rest, and that's just really smart. Like I'm not really a big tech guy for Pokemon with IVs, EVs, any of that crap. Like Chesto Berry and rest, that's like my level of sophistication. That's good. And then grinding the game corner some more just to get like TMs and shit. And just kind of getting my team together. I think maybe I could have made some better choices for the Elite Four, like have a Sharpedo instead of some of the guys. I think Wigglytuff's probably not a very good Pokemon. Also, Claydol is not a very good Pokemon, but it's what I went with. Starmie's good, but Wigglytuff seems like kind of ass. But I thought it would have coverage, and then Claydol would have coverage too. And then Melody, we're keeping Melody. Neferpitu, I was excited for. I'm like, this thing is fast. It hits hard. Walrein felt really good about. And then Luru also just really solid. So I felt decent going in. But, decided we're going to lead with Melody because, she's the one I started with. So we're leading with her. And again, we're going at level 49, and we're just going to use rare candies after each Elite Four match because I think it's just more interesting that way. It's just kind of boring if you go in at level 55 or whatever and you're fighting level 49 and under Pokemon. That's not really a challenge. So we got Sydney first, and with Sydney, we are sending out Melody. Of course, we don't care about the Intimidate because we're a special attacker. And Melody gets the fucking critical hit off the bat. We are off to a good start. We may have lost 27 Pokemon so far, but that stops today. We got LaRue, and I hate just the double team evasion crap in Pokemon. Oh my god, I didn't remember how much that pissed me off. But LaRue's able to do a good job on that Shiftry. This Absol's dog shit. We can take this out in 2 hits. And after that, we got Crawdaunt, so we go right back to Melody. And these two, they can just handle Sydney, no problem. We don't really care about the Surf. It didn't do too much. And then Thunderbolt. And then after that, we have Cacturn. So we're back to LaRue. And we're about to wrap up Sydney. So it really couldn't have gone better for us. No one died. And for me, that's a really big deal. So I'm really excited by that I didn't get anyone killed. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Then we had the ghost chick next, who's a Hawaiian lady, whatever. We start with Yuppie. And I'm Yuppie's not a great mon, are they? Of course, they get a double protect off. I don't know what the fucking odds of that are, but I don't get those odds at the casino. And Yuppie is just floundering around like a fucking retard, but they take a curse. And then I'm all right, we gotta get Yuppie out of here. So I'm go Maluki. And then she heals her Dusclops, but Maluki's able to just kind of tank it out. And we take down the Dusclops, and then after that, they send in a Bayonet, and I'm all right, I guess we'll stay in for this. And I'm stay in. So we take out the Bayonet with Maluki. Then here comes the other Dusclops, and I'm we should probably swap out. This one looks a little stronger. So we go Kiku, and we go Earthquake with Kiku. They go Shadow Ball. That does a lot of damage, more than I thought. And I'm okay, I don't want to fight against. So I'm go Yuppie to get the Shadow Ball so it doesn't affect us. And then they go Earthquake. That did a bit of damage. A little worried about that. But I don't really want to send anyone else against a Earthquake. Everyone's kind of fragile right now. So I thought maybe we get the Paralyzed. We didn't. So there goes Yuppie. Unfortunate. But we send in Melody, and Melody can clean it up. Another Bayonet, another Thunderbolt, which doesn't quite do half. I kind of regret maybe, grinding for the Magnet wasn't worth it, but it can't even do half on a Bayonet that we out-leveled by 2 levels. But LaRue can do a good job here and finish it. Stabilize, not really an issue. I was a little worried maybe they had a priority move, but I'm fuck it. Then we have Glacia. And Glacia's a stone cold bitch. But we got Melody, so I'm not really worried about her fat fuck seal. So we go Thunderbolt, which almost gets a kill. Almost, so I'll take it. And then, Shockwave after that, which is half. I will take half. I will definitely take half. I'm not going to complain about that. And we're feeling okay. I think I made some mistakes here. I'm what do I have against this Glalie? Thunderbolt's doing okay. I don't like the hail damage, so I guess LaRue, which was a pretty good choice, right? We send out LaRue. LaRue's got a flamethrower. This Light Scream, we don't love that, but still we're able to finish it with a flamethrower there. But then here comes an issue. Walrein. And I don't want to send in Melody against this thing, so I guess Kiku, right? And it used Sheer Cold, and I'm holy fuck, but I'm okay, that move only has 30 accuracy, so I'm not that worried. But then, of course, it gets the Sheer Cold the next time. Then I'm okay, Neferpitu. Neferpitu hasn't had time to shine yet, and I'm Thunderbolt, that did fucking nothing. I guess it's because of the light screen, but that's insane. And it misses Sheer Cold again. So I feel okay. The Thunderbolt almost kills, not quite. Oh, and it gets a sheer cold again. So it's like, here we go, Melody. Use Thunderbolt and take out the big bad Walrein and get us put me out of this fucking misery. Take out this faggot Celio when it comes in next. It sets up Hail again. We do not care about that. Wow, we lost some Mons, but it's a pretty easy wrap up from here. Melody just takes out the Celio, and then they send out another Glalie. They didn't have a ton of ice types for this game, you know? It's like, here's Celio, here's Walrein, here's Glalie. Terrible. But Ninetales is able to finish it with a flamethrower, and we're looking a little rough. We're looking a little rough right now, being down 3 Mons already, and we still have Drake and then the champion, but we put Maluki front and center, and we're just hoping for the best against Drake. That's all we can do. I can't really put Melody in front, or definitely not LaRue. LaRue doesn't really have anything against dragons, so I don't know why I went for Surf. I can't tell you why I went for Surf. I think just because this thing uses Protect, so I was just expecting it to use Protect, but it didn't. It used Rock Tomb, so whatever. Then we got Salamence. It uses a Rock Slide, which did more than I thought it was going to do, but still an Ice Beam is able to take it out. And then we have Altaria. Of course, it's using Dragon Dance because Pokemon really like setup moves in this, but it doesn't matter because we have Ice Beam again. And then we have Kingdra. I'm a little scared here. I'm a little worried. Body Slam does a decent amount. We use Ice Beam. And then it hits with Smoke Scream. We use Rest. And see what I mean with tech? Chesto Berry. That is tech, boys. That is fucking tech. And yeah, we also get paralyzed, but we're able to do okay with our Ice Beams. And then we send in Melody because I don't think Maluki can finish it. And then Melody's able to get the kill. But then here comes Flygon. Melody literally can't touch this guy because she only knows electric moves. So we're back to Walrein, who gets hit by 2 Earthquakes and goes down to 10 and could have easily been paralyzed here. And then we just lose Melody and Ninetales, right? That could have easily happened. But we beat Drake. And then it's on to Wallace, and we don't waste any time. We go with Melody, Thunderbolt at the start against a Wailord. That's a big boy. Water Sprout does nothing because Wailord's HP is so low at this point. So Thunderbolt does good. We go for another Thunderbolt, and then I maybe should have seen this coming because they swap out for a Wish Cash, and of course our Electro move doesn't affect Wish Cash. So I'm like, I guess we'll go Maluki, right? So, yeah, I'm like Maluki, and then maybe Ice Beam would have been better, because I was just thinking that, well, water is going to resist ice, so Ice Beam's not good, but Surf is going to be neutral. So we're in a little bit of a stall game with Wish Cash. It's not, like, awful. I don't know why I went for Blizzard. I think I was just worried about hitting an Ice Beam. It's low, and then it just full restores again, but whatever. They go for Lunicolo. I really don't have much for this guy except for LaRue. LaRue's not going to do much against a water champion. So I'm like, LaRue, neutral damage with Flamethrower. We take a lot of damage by Surf. Flamethrower doesn't do as much as I want. And then there goes LaRue. They did something, right? Enough for me to send out Melody. And Melody can take quite a bit from a Surf. But we avoid the Leech Seed. And then we finish Lunicolo. So it was something. We got Gyarados. Gyarados, that is easy. That is easy for us. We can just hit Thunderbolt like that, take it out. And then after that, Wailord's back. Wailord is not an issue. He goes for the full restore now, which that would have been an issue with Lunicolo, I think. I don't know if that would have stopped us dead, but Wailord is not an issue. And then after this, we have Tentacruel, which I am concerned about. Maybe I should have stayed in, but I'm like, go Maluki, because I'm worried. And this is like sped up 8 times footage where we're going back and forth. There's this Tentacruel, and it ends up being where I can't really swap in Melody to this because Melody's just going to die. I think Tentacruel's pretty fast. So it's a grudge match. And eventually, I end up using all of my PP that's available. They use all their PP that's available. They use all of their healing items. I keep using Rest. I keep using Ice Beam and all my ineffective moves because I have nothing else to do, right? And then eventually, we're starting to use Struggle. And when I'm using Struggle, they start using Struggle as well. And it's just kind of awful and horrible, but eventually they go down, and then Wallace sends in Milotic, and now that Milotic is in, I still can't swap into Melody into whatever Milotic's going to use, so Maluki has to go down here. And then we have Minum. It's just down to Melody. It's literally me and Melody right now. We were locked in. There's nothing I could do. I know I wasn't as good as other trainers. I've made so many mistakes, but a promise to Melody was a promise I had to keep, and I was going to see it through to the end. We were so close to winning that I could taste it, man. I could really taste it. So I send in Melody against Milotic, and I go for Thunderbolt. And the Thunderbolt, it connects, and Milotic is down in the red. It's a critical hit, and it's not enough. Milotic responds with a Surf, and we're down to 12 HP. Milotic has a Citrus Berry. Wallace is completely out of healing. Milotic has no priority moves. No other Pokemon left. He's down to his last Pokemon. I'm down to my last Pokemon. Thunderbolt has 100% accuracy. All I have to do is click Thunderbolt, and my promise to Melody would be fulfilled. I would be able to become champion and have enough money to help out Minum and Minum's family and friends, and I could fulfill what I set out to fulfill. You know what I said about the game corner, and everyone always walks in there with the wrong attitude? And what I meant by that is everyone who walks in there thinks that they're going to go home a winner. They think they're going to walk in there and win the jackpot. And that's the difference between me and them. I've never wanted to win in my life. For me, it's about the rush on the way down. That sinking in the pit of your stomach that things aren't okay and you can't do anything about it. That's what I'm after. And there's nothing like it. And after you lose at the casino so much, you watch so many people walk in there with money and go home with empty pockets, it gets a little stale and you need something to break up the monotony. So I thought I'd give Pokemon training a try. And Minum looked at me here, just waiting for the right command. Just click Thunderbolt. You know, there's no one else I could switch into, nothing to do. Milotic can't use the priority move. There's nothing stopping me from just clicking Thunderbolt. Shockwave 2, that would do it. Either move works, and I win. And once this is over, I would set Minum free. So there's really nothing stopping me here. And I select my move, and then Wallace selects his move, and that's the end. Unfortunately, we just didn't have what it takes to get there. And that was the end of my little Minum. After the fight, Wallace thanked me for such a thrilling and well-fought battle. He thanked me, and it was unfortunate because we'd lost all the little friends we'd made along the way. I ended up taking Minum to the Pokemon Center, but there was nothing that Nurse Joy could do for her. I sat with Minum the whole night, but there was nothing that anyone could do, and I just watched her fade away. And that was the end. I couldn't believe it, but sometimes that's just how the chips fall. Sometimes that's how the game's played, you know. There's just nothing you can really do about that. I went back to the game corner. I had made some money on my journey, but it wasn't quite the same, you know. So I had that high going for some time because we got so close, but we just missed out on it. I went back to my usual routine, back to the slots. And it's not such a bad life, you know. If you ever want to come to the game corner and hear a story about a guy who was almost the Pokemon League champion, grab a seat next to me. I'll tell you all about it. I gave up being a Pokemon trainer for a long time, but I found myself walking that same alley. I didn't even realize I was doing it, but I was walking that same alleyway where I found Minum all that time ago. And I'd look for Minum's friends and family, but I just couldn't find the little guys. It's like they were avoiding me. It's like they were scared or something. I don't know. But eventually, one time I was walking that alley, and then a new Pokemon showed up. It was afraid of me at first, but I left some more food out, and before you knew it, I had made a new little friend. Gambling had gotten a little stale for me at this point. I think I could use a change of pace, so who knows? I might try to be champion again. Alright, that's the video. I think it's a little cringe. Maybe it's kind of funny or interesting. I saw some Nuzlocke stuff and I'm like, I think it'd be kind of interesting if you did Nuzlocke, but you're trying to get your Pokemon killed. But I'm like, how does that work? So maybe this was okay. Maybe it's kind of dumb. I have some video game content on my channel. Not too much. I have like 2 videos on games. It's like the Sons of the Forest before the big update, and then one on the Great Rebellion. I have some other videos where they're kind of like shit posting, and then we have some like media reviews videos. Oh, if you are interested in a book, you kind of have to promote yourself, so that's why I put this at the end. But I wrote a book. It's a dark fantasy. It's about Irish mythology. It's about a young girl who finds a man with no memories and a disembodied head. They're Dualhan and Pig, and she sends them to find her father while there's this war going on. In 999, it has a lot of monsters and stuff. So if you like dark fantasy or you're interested in Irish mythology, you might like it. The first chapter is free on my Substack. There's some interior artwork. I'll have some on the screen now. There's 14 interior pages. So yeah, you can buy that if you want, or just like check it out on Substack. That's going to be it. I'm going to try to have more video game content. I don't know if I'll do like Nuzlocke or whatever. This was kind of fun and interesting, kind of a challenge. So maybe I'll do more of this, but just more video game content in general. I'll try to have like 1 or 2 game-related videos a month, I think. But yeah, I'll try to keep more of these in the rotation. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. White Pill Media out.